Yo, what's up, my Gen Alpha crew? Today we're diving into something that literally changed the world. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, that's right. Your buddy Uncle Rizzy gonna be all up in here telling you how it still affects the way we live today. Plus, that's right. We're gonna be talking the rule of law. Yeah, sounds fancy and all, but it's actually what keeps things from totally chaotic all around. All right. So if you're ready, even if you're not ready, let's go. Now, see, picture this. It's the 1700s, and the American colonies, they straight up done with being all bossed around by the King of England. They're like, yo, you're taxing us, take away our rights, not even letting us have a say. They're like, nah, we're out. So they wrote up a breakup letter. But it wasn't one of those, like, you're toxic, bye kind of things. It was a whole Declaration of Independence. And oh my gosh, it was like so powerful. It wasn't just like, yo, bye. It's like, yo, bye. And here's why we leaving, my man. We out. See, first up, they start with this thing called natural rights. See, you get natural rights 101 up in here today. See, these rights are ones you're born with, not given by the government, not earned. They just yours. You just like have them because you exist. See, first up, we got life. That's where you get to live. And then there's liberty all up in that you get to be free. And then the whole pursuit of happiness, that's where you get to chase your dreams. See, and then my Jefferson, my boy TJ, he was the main writer. He said these rights are unalienable, which meant nobody, not even a king, nobody can take them away. See, now here's the other deal. See, he had going on this thing called the social contract, right? Social contract means like the people say we'll follow the rules if the government promises to protect our rights. See, it's a whole thing, right? So people do the thing, they follow the rules, they follow the laws, they do what's right, and the government's like, yeah, see, what we're gonna do, we're gonna protect your natural rights, that whole life, liberty, pursuit of happiness thing. But see, the government has the power because the people consented to be governed. See, that's just a big way of saying we gave you permission to exist. Seeing if the government forgets who's the boss, yeah, that's the people, right? We can alter or abolish it. Yo, we can just come up in here and change it and make it all go away. See, that's what they did there in 1776. Now, you see, in that declaration, the colonists went ahead and they listed those biggest grievances. See, that's another fancy word for complaints. Man, they're like, see, these are all the things you've been doing wrong. You king, you parliament, like, here's all the stuff, right? These are major uh-huhs, right? So, like, first of all, they were taxing them without their permission. No say, just pay. What? That ain't right. Then they were forcing soldiers to live in their homes. This is called quartering. That's such a weird term, am I right? Then they were taking away fair trials, like no jury, no justice. What up with that? And see, they were messing with the courts and the judges, and really the courts and judges weren't being all fair and stuff. And then they were shutting down those colonial legislators, so they couldn't even make their own local laws. They've been doing that for like forever. And then the king just come in and say, nope, done with that. And the colonists were like, nope, that's not how you're going to treat people with them natural rights. So now, fast forward to today. What keeps leaders from acting like the king there? One big thing. It's called rule of law. See, the way rule of law works, everyone, even presidents, judges, police, you name it, everybody must follow the same laws. And see, the other part of that too, laws can't just be random or arbitrary. No one should get just punished just because someone in power feels like it. And all of that wraps into this thing called due process, right? There has to be due process, fair procedures, real evidence, real trials. If you're accused of something, you get a jury, a fair trial, and protection. No shady backroom punishments, none of that mess going on. All right, so let's just break this down, all right, real quick, right? So a good government does the following. First of all, protects unalienable rights. Again, those are the ones that can't be taken away. You just have them because you exist. And good government gets power from the people, right? We the people. Okay, yeah, that's how that goes. And it stays within its limits. See, it's not like going all crazy, power hungry, that kind of stuff, okay? And it uses law that are fair and clear. Like, you got to know what's going on with the law. You got to understand it. Not just random, like, you know what, we decide to just throw you in jail. Why? Just cuz? Nah, see, that's not how that works, right? And they's accountable. Like, if they mess up, they don't just get a pass, okay? That's not, again, this is about good government, okay? All right, so bottom line, the founders weren't just complaining. They were setting the stage for a whole new kind of freedom. And the rule of law, that's what keeps our system from going off the rails. So next time you hear about rights and laws or leaders being held accountable, just remember that's not random. Right? That's the legacy of the Declaration. And that's why the rule of law is still a big deal today. Congratulations, you are now officially rights and laws experts. Well, yeah, sure, we'll go with it, right? So catch you next time. Stay smart, stay free, and stay loud with the truth.